Привет, друзья! Как дела? My name is Fedor, and more than 100 words derive from this one word, rab. Today, we're gonna learn this word itself and all the words, well, not all the words, all the most important words that derive from this stem, rab. The word itself, rab, means a slave. Of course, great start of the video, right? The very first word is a slave. But all the words that will form from this stem, we'll be talking about work-related stuff. Okay, so rab means a slave, and the closest word in meaning is рабство. Рабство means slavery. If rab was one individual, rab, slave, but рабство means slavery as a whole, as like a phenomenon, okay? Рабство. Of course, you almost will never talk about slavery and slaves in Russian. Of course, those two words are just the starters, the original word, right, where it kind of derived from. But the next word is what you truly need to pay attention to. Работа. Работа also starts with rab as a stem, but работа means work. In fact, работа has two different meanings in Russian. Number one is a job, to have a job. I can say, у меня отличная работа. I have a great job. Okay, работа here means a job, your occupation, your profession, who you are as a professional. Okay, работа. But also, работа can mean work, like things to do. I can say, у меня много работы. I have a lot of work. That doesn't have to be your professional work. It can be around the house. It can be your school work. Anything whatsoever. Работа as a word can mean profession, a job, or it can mean work when it comes to actual labor and things to do. And the future words will be close in meaning to работа. We'll talk about work-related terms and words that you guys can and should use in your Russian. Let's start with calling people work-related terms. Okay? Number one is рабочий. Рабочий is a worker, but more of a labor worker, construction worker, a person who works in a factory. Anybody who does the work with their hands, we can call them рабочий. Next is, I guess its brother is работник. Now, работник is the most general term for an employee, работник, typically referring to office people as работник, etc. We don't talk about labor-intensive jobs or workers as работник. We typically refer to them as рабочий. Okay, работник, you can also, I guess, replace it with коллега, colleague, сотрудник, also employee. There's many terms for работник in Russian, of course, because depending on the situation, one or the other may be used. But работник is a general term for a worker. Next word is работодатель. Работодатель means employer. Работа, work, датель means giver. So work giver, работодатель. You might know a word дать, to give, right? That's where this датель comes from. Работодатель, work giver, work provider. Okay, I guess a simpler word can be used is начальник. Начальник is kind of closer to boss, and it's more conversational, more slangish, начальник. Then we have a great word, работяга. Работяга means a hard worker. Now, работяга is like a compliment that you tell somebody. Somebody can say, мой муж работяга. My husband is a hard worker, okay? It's a compliment that we give that person. He works hard. Работяга is more like a slang expression in Russian, and it's not used that frequently in like official documents. So работяга is more in the conversation, okay? Hard worker. And finally, for this category, we have безработный. Безработный means jobless. Без means without. And of course, работ is a stem, means work. So without a job, without work. Безработный means unemployed. Безработный. As you can see, all of these words have one root or have one stem, have one thing that they derived from. But they all are slightly different to talk about different angles of the same thing. Employer, employee, unemployed, things like that. So use these words to describe yourself, other people, and things like that. But they're all different, but their foundation is the same. And if you want to take care of your foundation in Russian, check out our Be Fluent Camp Intensive course with the first link in the description. Take this course, go for 8 weeks learning with me, primarily with other people as well. Work on your grammar, listening, speaking, vocabulary, to get your speaking Russian to the next level, communicate better overall. Not any specific targets like only learn grammar, only learn vocabulary. would take a holistic approach to your Russian so you can speak better generally, overall, objectively better, okay? Check out all the details, and the start date is going to be twice a year we do these camps, but the closest start date to today when we post this video is going to be July 10th. It's about a few weeks before we start. So it starts pretty shortly, and if you don't want to miss out, secure your spot today with the link in the description. Check all the details out with the first link in the description. I'll be excited to learn with you. Now, let's move on to other words, other nouns that use the same stem of rab. Number one is заработок. Заработок means earnings. Заработок. Now, if we take a look at this word again, za means for. And of course, rabot again means work. So, for work. What do you get for work? Earnings, money, pay, right? So, заработок would mean earnings or a pay that you get for your job. Next word is подработка. Подработка means a side hustle or a side job. Things that you do on the side of your regular work or regular occupation to make some extra money. Again, let's take a closer look at this word. Под means under. And of course, работа means work, so it's like under work, a step down from work, side hustle, right? So подработка means a side hustle. Next is разработка. Разработка means development. Development of an app, of an idea, anything that we can call development. Now, development in English can take on a larger term, like development of like a construction. That can be also called development. We don't call as many things разработка in Russian, but primarily scientific things, maybe some businesses, that can all be called разработка. I can say разработка продукта прошла успешно. Development of a product has gone successfully. Next category of words is going to be adjectives or things that we can describe with the stem of rab. Of course, number one, I would say that this is the most important word of the video is рабочий. Рабочий is a working something, work-related something, like a thing. I can say рабочий день, work day. What kind of day is it? It's a work day. Рабочий день. Рабочий here is an adjective that describes a day. Okay, work day. Рабочая неделя. Work week. Рабочее место. Your work space, your work spot. Okay? It doesn't mean office or like a company of a workspace. No, it means your exact place where you work. If you work in an office, it's your table and a chair, and that's your рабочее место. If you work in a factory, where you stand in the factory, that is your рабочее место. It's the spot that you stand, sit, where you do your work. Рабочее место. Maybe some other ones. Рабочая сила. Workforce, okay? It's the people who work collectively is рабочая сила. So anything that we can use when it comes to work-related stuff and refer to that thing as a work thing, maybe a more prime example is рабочий телефон, work phone. I have a regular phone and a work phone, right? So рабочий телефон is talking about a work phone. Okay, I hope that I'm making sense with this word рабочий. Again, a very useful word that can be used for many things. Next word is работающий. Работающий means functioning. Something that is not broken, that is functioning well, that is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Работающий. On the other side, we have нерабочий. Нерабочий means not functioning, not working. I can say, эта система нерабочая. This system is not functioning. This system is not working. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. It's нерабочая, not working. And now let's move on to verbs that contain the same stem and talk about all of the different meanings that we can achieve with different prefixes. You know, I love prefixes, so let's dive right into prefixes and talk about all the different angles that to work can take on. Of course, the verb to start it all with is работать. Работать means to work. Мне нужно работать. I need to work. It's the most general word to say to work. Okay, работать. But then, if you add a prefix, заработать. Заработать means to earn something. Заработать. If you remember, we had заработок, earnings. Заработать means to earn. Okay, заработать. Let's say you say, I just want to have this car. As a kid, I want to have Mercedes. Your mom can tell you, тебе нужно на нее заработать. You need to earn for it. Okay, заработать here means to earn that. Next verb, exciting verb, is сработать. Сработать means to work out. Not to work out, like heavy weights, right? But when things work out. I can say наш план сработал. Our plan worked. Not that our plan got up in the morning, went to his 9 to 5 and started working. No, our plan was successful. It has worked out. Whatever we planned has worked out. Наш план сработал. Our plan worked. Then we have a word переработать. Переработать means to recycle something. Typically, of course, in our world right now, we recycle a whole bunch of stuff, right? So переработать would be used for those things, plastics and things like that. Переработать means to recycle those. Then we have разработать. Again, we had разработка, development. Разработать means to develop something. Again, разработать plan, to develop a plan. Разработать приложение, to develop an app. Anything that we have to develop, typically it's like ideas and things like that. Разработать can be used for that. And then we have this word, kind of the first word that's going to have multiple meanings, отработать. Отработать can have two meanings. One, to work out something specific, and secondly, to work off. Let me explain. First thing, to work something out. I can say, я отрабатываю удар. I'm working out a shot. Maybe I'm boxing and I'm working on my jab. Я отрабатываю удар. I'm working on my shot. Okay? Second meaning of отработать means to work something off. When you owed something, and then the next time you work, you kind of pay it off with your work. Okay? For example, I can say, наш программист отработает за прошлую неделю. Our programmer will work off for last week. Meaning, he's going to work his debt off in hours for the last week. Отработать. Typically, отработать is used when you kind of mess up in a way. Maybe you miss your time. Maybe you mess up in work and you cause the company to, some damages, and you want to work that thing off. Отработать. That's typically what it's used for. And that's all the words that I have for you for today. Of course, it's not the full list. The full list is going to be too overwhelming, and sometimes the words that are going to be there are going to be C2 level, almost all of them. The ones that we covered today are going to be the most useful ones. I can guarantee you that. And if you want more, check out Fluent Camp with this button right here or this next video. It's up to you. Learn more with us for 8 weeks or watch some more YouTube content with this video right here.